There is a growing number of tuberculosis and syphilis cases in the city, according to Montreal's Public Health. For tuberculosis, there was a 53% rise in new cases last year compared to the average of the previous decade. Health authorities are also worried about the syphilis spread among women. Tuberculosis is an infectious disease that affects the lungs. It is caused by a bacteria that spreads through air when infected people cough or sneeze. Between 2015 and 2024, almost 90% of declared cases in Montreal were reported in people born outside of Canada.
Some places are more affected by tuberculosis, and the increase that we saw last year is mainly explained by migration.
Public Health also noted an increase in the proportion of infected people not covered by the province's health insurance.
It's complex both for us as public health department, but also for clinicians, for doctors and nurses who are seeing those patients who sometimes don't have a full insurance coverage, or there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of barriers into getting that their medication covered.
Corriveau says many solutions could be implemented, like a universal tuberculosis care program.
It could also be more regulation for people who have private health insurances, because oftentimes we see private insurance not covering tuberculosis care because the insurance companies will say that it was contracted outside of Canada.
There's also another disease on the rise in the city. Cases of syphilis, a sexually transmitted disease, are growing. Cases of infectious syphilis rose 60% over the past 10 years to 556 cases in 2024. The number of cases among women rose by 367% over the last 10 years. The main reason is because it's asymptomatic.
When we have transmission among women, we have a lot more cases of congenital syphilis, which is when the syphilis is passed to the baby.
Gittleman says a quarter of congenital syphilis ended in fetal death, and he reminds that it can lead to serious complications in adults as well, like neurosyphilis, and that it is a curable disease that's easily treated.